is like so amateur. I'm trying to figure this out right now. I know my other camera, like this side camera is better, or like the other side of the phone. But I want to be able to see you guys, like when we start doing chats and things like that. And I want to be able to see myself. So I'm just going to leave it like this. And I think the video is pretty decent. So, okay. How are you guys doing? Today, I really want to focus on immune health, immunity, and I'm drinking my morning latte. Actually, what's in here is almond milk, matcha, maca, ashwagandha, manuka honey, and vanilla. It's like one of my morning go-tos. And so today, I just wanted to open up the immune system and remind you guys to be taking your vitamin C, D, zinc, and A, but especially C, D, and zinc, because C, D, and zinc will improve your immune system and create a nice, strong, robust immune system. But make sure that you're getting actual, like make sure that it's from ingredients that are pure, like coming from whole foods. So I do work with a supplement company that our supplements come from whole foods. So it's all organic, all whole foods. And in this way, your body is able to utilize it better. So a lot of times you'll buy vitamin C and it'll be absorbic acid, and that's just not the shit. It's just not, because it doesn't come from food. So your body's not actually absorbing it in the way that your body should be absorbing it. So what you want to do is get the actual food source. So if you have any questions about that, definitely DM, definitely let me know. If you want to find a good source for your supplements, because I got it and it's amazing and it's been such a game changer. All right, so we are in winter season. Depending on where you live, it is either freezing, cold, or not as hot. It is January 2024, and of course, when the weather goes down, our immune systems go down. And that's an unfortunate thing, but that's why we got to make sure that we have all the tools in our tool belt to stay healthy. And so today, what I want to do is move ourselves into opening the lungs, opening the thyroid. We're going to be opening the axillary, so like underneath the armpits, and the liver meridian. So our bodies consist of energy lines, and those energy lines run alongside different organs. The most important one that we want to focus on today is the liver, because the liver detoxes our body. And I'm going to show you a stretch to detoxify the liver. And then I'm going to end with pancreas as well, because pancreas, of course, processes the sugars in your body. And what are we eating a lot of in the wintertime is a lot of baked things, a lot of things with crust, and, basically a lot of sugar. So what we can do to neutralize that sugar is to help our pancreas move it along and out of our body. So we're going to end with a pancreas opener stretch and then spinal twist, yumminess. Okay, so we're going to start with the thyroid. And then just so you guys know, as we get started with these lives, it's going to eventually, we're going to build up a little bit further. If you guys have any questions or concerns about your specific body or any specific stretch or anything that you're doing, feel free to ask anything along those lines, and you can put it in the chat. And my plan is basically to lead you guys in a 20-minute warm-up stretch for the morning, so you just feel really good in your body. And then the last 5-10 minutes, just answer any questions that you guys have. Okay? My intention is to connect with you on a deeper level this year and really support you guys as best I can with superfoods, whole foods, and stretches and exercises and meditations. So all those things that make up Holistretch. Okay, so we're going to start by sitting cross-legged. So you want to keep both your sit bones on the mat and your hands just gently on your knees. And we're going to look over to the right And I don't like to mirror you guys. I like to just tell you what, because when I follow people, I always like to go where they're telling me to go. So I'm not going to mirror you guys. It's just not how I rock, not how I rock and roll. Okay. So I'm going to look over to the right. Take a big deep breath in. And look over to the left and exhale through the mouth. Inhale, looking over to the right, over the right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth, the left. All right, continue. Inhale. Rounding your belly. And exhale, dropping the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and do 5 more in your own time. Relax the belly. I feel my body responding to this stretch. You might feel the sensation of your spine relaxing, your belly relaxing, your stomach relaxing, and your organs moving around. Okay, we're going to go the opposite way now. So we're going to inhale, looking over the left, and exhale, looking over the right, through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the right. Ooh, opened up a crick in my neck. So if you guys ever wake up with a crick in your neck, this is something to do to open up your neck. And 2 more. Last one. And exhale. Ooh. I hope that you guys feel that sensation. So I feel this sensation of like a rising, maybe like spirit rising in my body, where I just feel a little bit floaty, you know? And also the neck started to open up, but what my body is craving right now is a little bit of movement in the neck. So go ahead and make some circles down and over to the left. Dropping the nose down and then over to the right. And then anywhere you feel tension in the neck, you can just stop there and just relax your head and neck. So I'm feeling tension right here, so I'm going to stop and just relax and breathe. All right, couple more times, rounding, nose to belly button, over and over. Excellent. Okay, so one area of the lymphatic fluid or the lymphatic flow, then remember the lymph is what carries all viruses out of your body. I mean, everything goes into the lymph basically to be recycled through the body. So anytime you have germs, things like that, it's going to go into the lymphatic system, and this system is going to clean and clear your body. So what we want to do is open up the lymphatic, and it starts, well, in the neck area, right? But then it goes into the armpits too. So we're going to do a couple for that. The first one is a Kundalini move, actually. We're going to inhale the arms up. You don't have to bring them to prayer. You can literally just raise them up. And then exhale down. So let me scoot back. Okay. So the arms are going to come up and down. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Now when you inhale, try to keep the ribs and the lungs squeezed in tight. So you're squeezing your core muscles. So you're not like this, you're actually like this. So a lot of times when we breathe, what causes more anxiety is when we lift the ribs and lungs out. So we go, oh my God, But if we just breathe with our belly instead of our ribs, like so much more calm. So if you guys have issues like with anxiety or stress, hello, then realize that the number one important thing is to focus on your breathing. Your breathing, starting with the belly, not the ribs and the lungs. So that's one major thing I've learned in the last few years is when we're anxious, stressed out, and going through anxiety, when we're going through fear, anger, any of those things, we tend to breathe with our lungs and ribs. But when we want to relax and stay grounded, or when we have a big decision to make and we need to think clearly, we focus on that belly, okay? So we're going to focus on that belly breath, and we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose also, okay? It's going to be a little bit of a breath of fire. We're going to go fast. So we're going to go up and down like this. Okay? And let's go ahead and do 20. Ready, go. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Hope your arms feel a bit more energized. We can go ahead and continue that movement by squeezing that arm, the shoulders up to ears on the inhale, pushing the shoulders back, and then letting go on the exhale. So keeping those ribs, those lungs in. My mistake, I lifted them up. I want to keep those in, keep them in. Squeezing the shoulders up, pushing back and down. Inhale up, back, and down. Inhale up, back, and down. All right, excellent. I'm gonna have a sip of my matcha, wake up a little bit. I've committed to morning stretches because it's like incentive to get up and start my day, you know? Like I could have done afternoon when I'm way more awake and all that, but I think it's important to get started first thing in the morning before the world comes down on our thoughts. You know what I mean? Okay, keeping your fingers pointed in towards your body, we're going to lift up into reverse plank. So I know this can be very challenging, especially with some of your bodies, if you have low back issues or hip issues or any of that stuff. So go only as far as what feels comfortable for you. It might even be easier for you to keep your legs crossed and lift up like this. Really what we want to do is just open up the pectoral muscles, the shoulders back, and the armpits out, right? So if you have to do it cross-legged, do it. If you have to just not lift up your whole hips, but just lift up your chest, then do that, okay? And we're going to go for 20 again. We're going to go in the nose and out the nose. So let me just show you like this. Okay, very simple, right? For 20. Ready? And lift. Really squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core muscles. That's 5. You're going to feel this in the triceps, feel the shoulders working. That's 10. That's 15. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. And down. And we'll go ahead and reverse that stretch by reaching for the toes, rounding the spine, dropping the head and neck, and breathing. Oh my goodness, this feels so good on my back. You guys feel this good? Amazing. All right, I'm going to show you the liver stretch. So this is, again, this is, obviously you can't like stretch your liver, but we're going to stretch the liver meridian. So it's the energetic line that goes through, or in Chinese medicine, they call it qi, but is the energy line of the liver. So How we're going to do that is you want to get into this position if possible. So we're going to have one leg bent in front of you. I'm doing my left knee in front of me. It doesn't matter which side though. If you want to mirror me, totally can. So just have one leg bent in front of you and then one leg out by the side. Keep both sits bones on the mat. We're going to keep that leg that's out, we're going to bend it. Okay? Next, you're going to bring one hand to the inside of that bent leg, just like this. And then you're going to bring the hand, just the hand, so keep the arm on the inside, to the outside of the foot, like so. So keep that foot flexed, like that, okay? We're going to hold on to that foot. Nice. Next, you're going to take the other arm and bring it to the wrist of the other hand. So like this. Let me show you one more time. So bent knee, keeping the other leg straight. Then go ahead, bend that leg. Taking the same arm to the inside of the leg and the outside of the foot. Then the opposite arm to the opposite wrist. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale. We're going to open up that elbow and look under the armpit. So you don't have to keep holding on to the wrist, but I want you to be reaching for that wrist. Okay, like this. Okay. So we're just going to do 10 here because these can be very potent. And we're going to try and hold on to the wrist, but again, if you can't, just reach for it. And we're going to look underneath the armpit on the inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, coming back down. Lift. And exhale. You're going to feel a very deep stretch in the lower back, the QL, and the ribs and the lungs. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, reach. And what you're doing is you're squeezing this knee up. So we're not pushing the knee all the way back out. We're actually squeezing the knee into the elbow. So everything's kind of squeezed. Your core is squeezed. Your elbow is squeezed against your knee squeezed against your arm. And we're reaching. And exhale. And look under. Exhale for 5. I'm inhaling, exhaling through the nose. And notice each time you reach, you also open up behind the scapula. This is a very powerful, potent stretch. 4 more. Yes, that's good. One more time. And reach, we'll hold. And come back up. Ooh. How you guys feel? I love to hear how you guys feel about that. Definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know how that feels for you. It can be a bit challenging to start. But as we go along through these lives throughout the year, these stretches are going to become, second nature, Although this one I don't do very often, so this one can always be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, so opposite leg. Remember, we're bringing bringing the one knee forward, keeping the one leg straight, and then we're going to bend that straight leg, bringing the same arm to the inside, and then the foot to the outside of the foot. That foot is flexed, okay? And then we're going to bring the opposite arm to the wrist, okay? And we're going to look underneath the elbow and underneath towards that armpit, all right? And reach. Okay, so each side, you're always going to have one side tighter than the other side. So this side feels way tighter for me personally, so we're going to go for it anyways, okay? So make sure to breathe, inhale, coming in, and exhale. Okay? All right, inhale. When we rotate, we're really twisting that low back. Good. 5. Reach. Ooh, all right, halfway there. Nice deep breaths. Remember, your breath can just help move you along. Couple more. And reach, and we'll lift up. And all the way back around. Ooh. So an important thing to do is to feel how you feel after each of the stretches. I want to say that one is putting me in a very like emotional state. So that one definitely cleared some emotional stuff. I can feel it. Like, I feel like I'm starting to cry. Okay, that's good. That's really good. So you'll feel that, especially when we're working on energetic meridians. You might feel some stuff like come up, even if you don't know what it is. It's like, ooh, okay. That feels good. You need to, it's good to release all it, you know? Emotions come up to be released. That's why emotions are energy in motion. Right? Okay. So we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to open up the pancreas now. So we're bringing that right ankle to the top of the knee. And what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze the knee into the hands. So I'm just bringing my knee upwards towards my chest. And as I squeeze in, I'm going to push it away from me. So what this is doing on the physical is opening up the hip flexor. And then on the energetic, it's opening up the energy line of the pancreas. Okay? So we're squeezing in and we're pushing it away. So we're resisting. And this time you can breathe through your mouth. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Push. Okay? For 10. On your own time. Okay, this is really cool. So I don't know if you guys ever listen to your organs when you're stretching, but mine are just like kind of going crazy right now. I hope that doesn't pick up on the mic. But they're like bubbling and like, okay, this is good. Exhale. Inhale, squeezing it, exhale. You're getting a bit of a bicep workout as well because you're pushing the knee away. Squeeze and push. Good. 2 more. And on your last one, we're going to bring the knee in. And rock the knee over to the outside of your body. And then twist into the spine. So look over the opposite arm. You should feel this one in your hips, your low back, your mid back, maybe even your upper back, shoulders, arms. So all around goodness. And we'll come back. Ooh. All right, you guys, last stretch. Let's make this one count. So bringing the left ankle across the knee, squeezing the knee in, bringing the hands together, and we're going to push that knee away. So resisting, squeezing in on the inhale, and pushing out on the exhale. Good. You might feel cracks in your hip flexor. That's all good. That's opening up that space. That's also a lymphatic point is right in the hip flexors. So we're kind of doing a double whammy. We're getting the lymphatic fluids moving and flowing, and we're also opening up the pancreas to help it detox. Good. 2 more. And 10. We'll squeeze the knee into chest. Good job. Whew. For those of you guys who did the whole stretch, I acknowledge you for taking this time out. Your body will thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bringing those knees to the outside of the body and twisting. When you think about it, like, our bodies do so much for us all day long, and the least we could do is just take 20 minutes of our day and stretch. You know what I mean? Or foam roll, or take a walk, or work out, or make a green drink. Couple more breaths. All right, bring it back over. And we can bring the hands underneath the knees and just rolling up. Oh. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had such a pleasure. When you watch the replay, definitely feel free to still comment. Let me know how you feel when you do the stretches. I feel like a different person now than I did 30 minutes ago. Pretty amazing how powerful these stretches are. So, like, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week.